So our bullets are compressed copper and tin, 90% copper, 10% tin. And when they strike anything as hard as themselves, brick, block, concrete, or steel, they will disintegrate. So there's no ricochet whatsoever. We can shoot steel up close with nothing coming back to hurt us. The best way I can describe it when we get up close to that steel plate, and we will, is sand blowing on your face when you're on the beach, because you will feel it. It might even sting you, but I have never to this day had any penetrations where anybody actually bled. So it's very safe to shoot up close. One of the misconceptions with frangible, and it's a big one, because I have police departments call and say, hey, we're doing ammunition training, we need some frangible. And I'm like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree here, because frangible doesn't mean ammunitions. It's going to shoot through you. It's going to kill you. So with our flat points and our pistol ammunition, this stuff, consider it on soft tissue, just like a full metal jacket. It's going to shoot right through, and we'll demonstrate that for you. In our pistol line, we have the special duty ammunition. You saw some of the gel blocks, and we'll shoot one. It has a hole drilled in it. That facilitates fragmentation. So when it hits soft tissue, gives it something to fragment on, spreads apart, creates a nice radial pattern wound channel inside, but we have a base left over for penetration. Because whenever you build a bullet for defensive purposes, you need penetration with either its expansion or its fragmentation. So how this will go is we're going to shoot some ammo into this steel box we have here, and that's actually a testing apparatus for us to show the bullet's actually frangible. So we test to a standard. One, we shoot whatever bullet we make, 100 grain 9mm, 125 grain 40, a 325 grain shotgun slug, a 55 grain 223, 125 grain 308. We have the same standard, which is 5% of the bullet's total weight. So if we have 100 grain 9mm and we shoot a lot of bullets in production into that box, and we start getting fragments 6, 7, 8 grains, that's a failure. It's still kind of frangible, but that's that 5% rule that we adhere to for production standard. But if it's a 223, it's 55 grain, the velocity is different. That really breaks up a lot finer, so we don't have to worry about too many of the rifle products. So we'll shoot some flat points into the box, some rifle ammo into the box, and that will give you a better understanding of how the bullets break up. Then we'll shoot some close-up on steel, and then we'll shoot some ballistic gel. Okay? Okay. So I need everybody eyes and ears. We're going to shoot 10 rounds in the box. Okay, the gun's clear. Come on up. So we're looking for a standard here. We want 10 rounds in the box, but we want nothing coming back through the cardboard, because that would be bad news for whoever's standing behind the cardboard. Now, if we shot conventional jacketed or plated ammo in here, this would be all covered with marks of stuff coming back through it. So we've got nothing coming back through the cardboard. And what we have left over is lead-free, totally recyclable copper dust and pieces. Now, some of these pieces look rather large, but being copper and tin, they're so lightweight that they don't have enough energy. You can see places on the cardboard where it kind of touches it. It doesn't have enough energy to penetrate it. So if it's not going to penetrate this, it's not going to penetrate our hide. It's not going to penetrate our skin. So let's do, that was 125 grain 40 going about 1,300 feet per second. So let's get a little bit faster here, and with something that you know should ricochet and cause problems. So we're going to use our 55 grain 223. Same thing, 10 rounds in the box. Going hard! Gun's clear. Now, because those bullets are going a lot faster, again, they break up better, but I've been shooting here all day, same thing. Now, this is mild steel around the box, and we've got AR 500 in the back, and my welds from my maintenance department are starting to break. That has to do with energy transfer. The bullets impact the steel plates, breaking the welds. I got to bitch at my maintenance guy about that. But nothing, again, nothing's coming back through the cardboard to hurt us. Now, again, this is to show how the bullets break up so you can see what's left over. And and learn about the standard that we test to. Now this box has been adapted by Sammy, Fletzy, the FBI. Being the FBI, they always have to be different, so theirs has a 45-degree angle in the back, which is great because we break up better. But 90 degrees is worst case scenario for steel damage and for ricochet, so that's why we use it. So next we're going to move over here, and I'm going to shoot on that big steel plate, and I'm going to ask for 2 volunteers. So we're going to start right here on the red line. Come on up. Put your hand on my shoulder so I know where you're at. There you go. So you shot steel this close before?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're 5-6 yards. Have you shot steel this close before? No. All right.
I'm going to stand up.
No, stand right there. Wow. Killed his ass dead. Gun's clear and unsafe. Wow. Now, so we've got same energy transfer as regular ammunition. Knock the target over, that's expected. But did you guys feel anything? Because I felt a couple.
Yeah, just the sand,
yeah,
like you said, at the beach.
That's it. That's what you're going to get. The fragments don't have, they're so small, they're like sand.
Yeah.
So that's all you're going to get. Now, typically you don't shoot steel that close. Yeah. But if you had to, and to really drive home the safety aspect of the ammunition, that's how close you can get.
Yeah.
The flat points on soft tissue act just like a full metal jacket. They're going to go right through. They're going to zip right through. They're going to penetrate. They're not going to do anything exciting, and you'll actually see the impact in the dirt downrange. I'm actually going to turn this block back here. Shoot this block this way. So we'll shoot a flat point first, and then a hollow point. We're going to go high again. Guys, back up. I need just everybody just behind me. So we're going to shoot the flat point first. And I'm going to go for kind of low center of the block. About right there. Put this back over here. Gun's clear. Come on up. So, did anybody see the impact back in the dirt? Probably caught it on film, maybe. We've just got a wound track straight through. That bullet did absolutely nothing. It's just like an FMJ. It just penetrated through. It has to hit something hard in order to break up. So now we'll shoot the hollow point, and you'll see that. You'll see the difference from back here. I need taller sawhorses. Going hot. Now you can see the difference already. Gun's clear. So now we've got the nose of the bullet broke up, and we'll actually, where did it come in? Right here. So the nose down to the depth that we drill the hollow point came apart and totally fragmented. Set it kind of right there. And we've got a base left over, which is right there. So you can see the base of the bullet, and it looks just like this, and I'll dig it out for you. And I flunked out of medical school, by the way, so don't judge my surgeon ability here.
It's a bad booger.
There it is. That's the base of the bullet left over. Now this is the same bullet we've been shooting in the box, up on the plate. When it hits anything as hard as itself, it's like the concrete here, it's going to disintegrate. It's not going to ricochet. But, and we saw the flat point performance, just like an FMJ, no big deal. But we use it in the hollow point. That's what we call our special duty ammunition. That's what we want to use for defensive purposes or offensive purposes, however you want to look at it. The nose, down to the depth that we drill the hollow point, so this little silver dimple, that's where the drill bit stopped. We can control the fragmentation. These bullets are basically calibrated with the depth that we drill in regular ballistic gelatin to penetrate between 13.5 and 14.5, maybe 15 inches. shot for shot. These blocks sometimes, because they're different, they'll go a little bit deeper, but we want penetration. This kind of performance here is great. That's going to shock your system, cause a lot of blood loss. That's great, but we're not all skinny little people. These blocks measure the human body actually from shoulder to shoulder, not front to back. Front to back, they probably only be maybe 10 or 12 inches. So, because gunfights aren't two-dimensional, you have bullet entry holes, can be from all different angles. Through light clothing, heavy clothing, different mediums, the bullet's got to penetrate. So we want good fragmentation and deep penetration. Where can you buy this stuff? You can buy it directly from us off of our website. There's a few stores. There's a young lady running around here, her name's Monica. She works at a gun store in Washington. They sell it there. A couple of the ranges here in Vegas sell it. And if you go on to Cabela's or Brownells, they'll sell it under the Team Never Quit brand. So that's the part that supports Marcus Luttrell's Lone Survivor and Team Never Quit charities. It's the same ammo, same Sinterfire projectile, different box. So it supports his charity. You'll find it in Cabela's. The hollow points sell the best because they're reasonably priced. Less than 20 bucks for 20 for retail for basically a premium defensive hollow point to do.
Do you need to train with this ammo, or does it shoot the same as regular ammo?
Typically, let's take an AR-15. You got a 16-inch gun, and it shoots 55 grain FMJs. You can shoot 1.5 inches at 100 yards with it, and it's zeroed. You drop our 55 grain in it, you're going to shoot 1.5 inches, and your point of impact shouldn't be any more than 1.5 inches difference. Pistols, I don't see any difference hardly at all in pistols because it's typically short range, and you never hear that sound with our bullets ever.
That was a ricochet.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Ricochet.
yeah. So it's no 1,000-yard target bullet.
Yep.
It just isn't.
Anything on the gun? More cleaning, less cleaning?
We say less. We're doing an experiment right now where I have guns at work that have tens of thousands of rounds on them, but not all at once, and we never really measured it.
I'll see you at the show.
Yep.
I'll give you a thank you.
So what I've done is I got 2 non-chrome line 16-inch AR barrels and sent them to Range 702 here in Las Vegas. So they're doing an experiment for me. They're putting, the initial one is we got the barrels in and we measured them. We measured the lands at the throat, we measured the lands at the muzzle, and we had to pay a tool and die company to get an apparatus to measure like 4 or 5 inches down the bore, closer to the gas port. So we've got 3 different places to take measurements from. Sent those, again, they're non-chrome line. Sent them out, they put 2,500 rounds on one, 5,000 on the other. Come back to us, I clean them, we measure them. In that go around, there wasn't any measurable really barrel erosion. So now they go back, we're putting another 2,500 on one and another 5,000 on the other. And I think they're done with that. And they've noticed no degradation in accuracy from the 10,000 round barrel, non-chrome line barrel. So we're going to get that barrel back and measure it. I expect to see a little throat erosion in that barrel because it's a full power 5.56. I expect to see some throat erosion because it's a 5.56. But I don't really tend to see the lands or anything wearing down so much throughout the rest of the length of the barrel. So that's a thing I've heard with friends. Oh, that stuff eats your barrel up. You must be shooting somebody else's because it's not our bullet. I have personal guns. I have a pair of ordnance at home that's got well over 45 or 50,000 rounds on it. Same barrel as the day I bought it. Still a tack driver. I cracked the slide, but the barrel's still fine. I cracked the slide just because of use. I've got an M&P, first generation. It's coming up on 40,000 rounds. Still shoots like the day it was bought. So the barrel erosion, you're gonna have to bring me some data to show me that our bullets wore your barrel out in a improper length of time. If you bring me a gun, I only got 3,000 rounds to this gun and my barrel's gone. Something else is wrong, man. It's not our bullet. So more questions.
I think that's it, Keith.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kelly Ballistic is a very easy system.
Dental businessmen. Light where the light blades are.
Chairman,
Dogs. You know. Hey guys,